Alright, so we're going to be talking about how to play offensively and how to do damage as a Demon Hunter in Arena. So the gate's open, right? And you go ahead and go in, and let's say there's no one in stealth or anything. Say it's a 2v2 match, and you're versing a Holy Paladin and a Warrior, Arms Warrior. So most likely you're going to be able to train the Holy Paladin. There's instances where you can kill the Warrior. Let's say the Warrior just rushes in and line of sights the healer. Yeah, you can totally kill him, like behind a pillar, or at least force like his die-by sword or something. But most of the time, you're probably going to want to go to the Holy Paladin. And anyways, you go in. You can pop Immolation Aura first. Immolation Aura gives you Fury. So Fury is like your purple bar underneath your health, and it's similar to like a Warrior's Rage, like the red bar. So it lets you use all your abilities and stuff like that. It's really cool. So you can pop Immolation Aura. You're going to slowly gain Fury over time. And when you're within range, the exact range, you can use your Chaotic Blade, right? Your Throglaive ability. And it increases your chaos damage to that target by 10%. So you're going to have one damage modifier up. And then you have your Fell Blade, right? Fell Blade's like a 15-yard charge. And it deals fire damage. So you're going to go ahead and press that, and you're going to leap on in, and you're going to start attacking. You'll get a good amount of Fury. You're going to want to I-beam next, right? When you I-beam, you're going to get haste. You're going to get like a haste buff. Get a haste buff. You do like all crit damage, assuming you hit them, right? But you also go into Metamorphosis form. And when you're in Metamorphosis form, that's when you're going to want to use your Death Sweep and Annihilation. So it's your Blade Dance and Chaos Strike's buffed form, right? It's like improved damage and stuff like that. So you're going to start, after you I-beam, you can use a Fell Eruption. Fell Eruption's your stun. Think of it like a Hammer of Justice. And you can Blade Dance on them, right? Blade Dance or Death Sweep, right? And that's going to put up your Mortal Strike effects, your healing reduction effect on them. So healing spells are going to be less effective on that target for about like 4 seconds. And once you do that, you can go ahead and hunt, assuming you're Night Fae. You can hunt, and then you can Fell Rush. You may or may not have a Fellblade proc, right? So you're gonna get a free reset on the cooldown of Fellblade. You can leap back, and assuming they haven't popped anything or anything, meaning like Blessing and Protection, Bubble, Trinket, right before the Fell Eruption ends, if your haste is high enough, you're going to want to, you can Chaos Nova, which is another stun. It's like an AoE stun. And you'll just fully lock them out, and you'll be able to kill them. Assuming you have high gear, and their gear's either, I guess, like equal or lesser than yours, right? You'll be able to do you'll be able to do a lot of damage, and you'll be able to do that. That's one way. Otherwise, you're either going to get like a Trinket, they might sit it, they might pop wings. Usually like a decent Paladin, a Holy Paladin, after the first stun, they're going to like Divine Toll. And Divine Toll pretty much just heals them up to full. It's kind of like a lay on hands. And that's where the fight begins, and they're going to start running, and you're going to chase them, and you're going to do all that stuff. But main things to look and do: keep your Throglaive, your Chaotic Blade buff up to 10% damage modifier, right? Chaos damage specifically. If you get lucky and you get the fire one, then your fire damage is going to get increased. Fire damage is your Immolation Aura and your Fell Blade. So if you just happen to be playing your Growing Inferno Conduit too, your Immolation Aura is going to do a lot of damage, assuming you're next to the enemy, right? If not, it's just going to give you Fury, right? So that's pretty much it. That's in a nutshell. So let's go over it again, right? So you go in, pop Immolation Aura, right? Start gaining Fury. Use your Throglaive ability to get your Chaotic Blade buff, your damage modifier. After that, once you're next to them, you can I-beam, right? I-beam gives you haste, it does some damage, puts you in Metamorphosis form. Fell Eruption, Death Sweep. Death Sweep does a ton of damage, especially if you're playing the Conduit for Dancing with Fate. It buffs your Chaos blade dance and your death sweep damage to a hunt. And assuming you're playing Chaos Theory Legendary, which buffs Chaos Strike and Annihilation damage by 50%, you'll also have and you have to be running Nia in Night Fae. You'll get the Mastery bonus, which increases your Chaos damage. So you're going to be back to back to back Annihilation spamming and having them stunned, and assuming you don't get peeled or anything like that. I mean, that's the rotation, right? That's the offensive rotation, and that's how you do damage as a Demon Hunter. And you combine that with your movement and everything else, I mean, you get a pretty strong class. But that's like the main points. I'll go ahead and leave it at that for now. But if you guys got any questions, I mean, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Pretty straightforward. I'm on my walk. It's a nice day. And that's all I got for you guys. And I'll be streaming tonight if you're watching this, like the day of. And yeah, I'll be posting a lot more stuff. Right to the point video. And that's what I got. All the offensive stuff for a Demon Hunter in Arena. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.